this in a very, very long time, because normally they take long and I don't like to waste your time. But I'm just going to do a little get ready with me, and I have nowhere specific to go. It's like 3:45 in the morning, and so what I usually do is I just put on some makeup, and then tonight I have to go to work, and so I go to sleep, and then I just touch it up and go to work. But I'm just going to go ahead and do the full face now. And yeah, if you want to watch it, then just stay here. Okay, first off, we are going to start with the primer from Hard Candy, about that much. We're going to rub it all over the face. Then I use my eyebrow pomade from Revolution, Makeup Revolution. Spray it because it is kind of dry. And this is the kind of brush I use. So what I do is I already did one eyebrow. I kind of start from the very beginning. I go to the arch, and then to the tailbone, and then I do it at the top part. I start from the beginning, I go to the arch, brush up a few, and then I just kind of fill in the spots. And try to make sure it doesn't really look like I painted it on or something. See, because there's like a little hole at the beginning of the eyebrow. Can you see it? So there's Flex Beauty foundation. I love this foundation. I'm using it on a sponge I got from a concealer from Temu. And I just kind of like dot it all over my face. It's not like a cakey cover-up. It's just a foundation that makes my skin look normal and still like me. So I have tanned a little bit lately, and so the color is a little bit darker than my usual pasty self. And I really love that applicator, though, I have to say so. And so yeah, I just kind of cover. I don't cover my eyes because I use a base for that, which is also a concealer. Anyways, it does look kind of yellow, but you'll have to see the end results. It matches my neck, and that's all that matters. So let's go on with concealer. So this concealer is L'Oreal. I'm so disappointed in this company, but this is one of my favorite concealers. I will look for a different one because I just don't want to support them anymore. And so I dab it underneath my eyes and on the edge of my nose. Just give it a little lightness. I don't really like totally blend it out until a little later. And I need to get some more because that little spot right there is not doing it. I'm going to have to put some more like on my forehead. And so here I am putting it on my forehead. I had to reach in for a little bit more. And I put it down my nose. And I put it like around the nose areas and on the top lip and on the chin. Just to highlight those areas, okay? So it'll all come together when it's done. So now I'm using as my base a Jeffree Star Magic Star. This is the fairest, I think it's called. It's the whitest one you can get. And it works fantastic, especially if you want to use like lots of colors and stuff. And I do it all the way up to my brow bone, and which is okay because I will be putting highlight on it at the very end. And I have to make sure that I get my inner corners and my outer corners. Just because I do put eyeliner, not eyeliner, but I do put shadow underneath my lower lash line. So, yep, just tap that in really good. So next off, with this big bling brush, I'm going to use this single shadow that I got from Ipsy. I use this shadow absolutely. I don't blend it in. I just pat it on. But I use it absolutely every day, no matter what colors I use. 'Cause for some reason, especially if I don't blend it, it makes my colors that I do put on blend very well. But I go out the house sometimes with just that on. Like yesterday, all I wore was a liner, a shimmer, and that. Okay, so next I'm going to tape my eyes before I get into these colors with some tape that helps me keep my shadow straight in place because I am older. And my eyes are not the same, but I put it around how high I want my eventual lash liner to be. Well, my eyeliner, and that's also like the border for my shadow. So the first shadow I'm using is a dark blue. That's the Jawbreaker palette. I have not shown it much love. I got this from Sue from Glam Light. what am I talking? Glam Goat. I'm so sorry, y'all. And I'm just using like a very thin, pointy brush to put it where I need it to be put. And I'm just going to do it like that on both eyes. This is going to be like the longest part without any snips from this. And yeah, I don't blend it in, but a little bit, just a little bit to stretch the color, but basically, and I'm putting it right against that tape. And I'm going to do on that side the same as the other. And this is going to be the location in the naked spots where I'm going to put the rest of the shadows. I don't know if you can hear the music behind me, but I sure hope you can. But if you can, it's the birthday massacre. So, anyways, okay, I'm back. And this time, I hope you don't hear it as much. I went and moved to my bedroom so I didn't have to turn off the music. I just don't want no copyright strikes or claims or whatever. So anyways, going on with the blue. I think the next one I'm going is like a brighter blue so that it's not too dark. Yes, it is the brighter blue. I really like the blues that he makes. I am a total blue hoe. And I kind of want to do multiple colors today instead of just boring ass colors. So I'm going to pop some color on there. And so I'm just going to kind of like smoke that lighter blue with the darker blue just a little bit because it's still just supposed to be like, you know, above the crease. I'm going to cut my crease now. And I am also using the Jeffree Star Fair for this one. Just like I said, it makes better color. Like you can see the color underneath it a lot better. I do have the P. Louise, but I don't have it just for those multiple colors. If I use a lot of different colors, I just tend to use white. And so, on to the next one. I hate cutting my crease. My eyes have changed. I am getting older, and so the lines aren't perfect like they used to be. But I can still kind of manage to pull them down and fix them. So we're done with that. Now we're going on with this purple color that I have from the same palette. It's like a shimmer, but it doesn't really show up as shimmer. But it looks good with that dark blue and that lighter blue. And I kind of didn't want it to be like a Halloween-y color story, but that's what it turned out to be. So I kind of like just dab that on. The only reason I'm smudging it a little bit to the side is for the next color to blend in easier. That usually is what works out. So the next color is going to be an orange. I love this frickin' orange. No, is it an orange or is it? No, yeah, it's an orange shimmer. And look at that pretty girl. Look at that pretty shimmer. So, and I really love vibrant colors like this. I don't do it every day, but I should do it a little bit more often. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with a yellow, just matte yellow, but only just for a second. It's going to be just for a teeny tiny strip because I'm going to go into a shimmery yellow. Everything's from the same palette. So now I'm going in with the shimmery yellow, which makes things pop a little bit better. See? I love that. So there's this white shade in there. And mixed with the yellow, it looks absolutely... It's not white. It's like a shimmery white. But it makes the yellow come out a little bit more than it did. So sometimes you just got to find out what you're doing as you're going. So now we're going to... I wanted to take the tape off at first, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the liner first. So just straightening up that crease there, make it look a little bit more snatched. So, nope, girl, not yet. So now we're doing the Hank and Henry. I've had this eyeliner a few times. I love it. And that's how I do my liner. Just as simple as that. And, yeah. So I did both sides. Now it's time to take off the tape. So look how snatched that looks. box. I love the Amy Winehouse liner look. I like thick liners. It gets on my husband's nerves. I don't care. It's my face, not his. And so we're going to take this flatter brush and we're going to go on the under eye with a bright matte orange. Such a gorgeous color. Yeah, see, shocked the shit out of me. So we're going to go under both eyes with that, but I don't want to do the total under eye with just orange. I want more color than that. And so I decided to check out that other blue that's in that palette. That bright blue, just to give it a little bit more pop, and it worked. That's a nice freaking blue. I'm not doing good with my inner corners. Never do. Never do. But I'm gonna add some more blue, except for just the shadow. I am going to add a gel liner blue that I had picked up from Temu. So let me show you. So here's this gel liner. I got 20 of them for $10. I believe they're on sale right now. So in my description box is a code. And if you're new to Temu, you can get 30% off. Plus they have tons of sales. Especially if you have an app, you'll get tons of sales. So anyways, I don't earn money from it. I just receive products. So here we go with the mascara. And this, unedited, the real shit. This is some good, this is Roller Lash from Benefits Cosmetics, and it is really good. Now my favorite one from them, and which is one of my all-time favorites, is Bad Gal Bang, because it just makes it thicker and longer. You can't really tell right there, but so here we are with Champagne Pop. And this is from Becca Cosmetics. Unfortunately, it's with Jaclyn Cosmetics. Well, not Jaclyn Hill, not Jaclyn Cosmetics. But this is, nonetheless, they don't no longer exist. And so getting a product from them is very rare. And this is a very creamy highlighter. I like it. I don't like to use too much highlighters. So now I'm contouring with a chubby stick. And this is from the Dollar Tree. And I use this every day. I even use it as a lipstick sometimes. I love chubby sticks. They're so much creamier and easier to use than liners. And that's just for the defined nose look, because I do use a different bronzer. I don't really use contour except for on the nose. So here we go. Now let's go to the bronzer. So I've had this palette for like 3 years, and I use the shit out of it. I believe the Park Avenue Princess. Look how much I use. It's about dead. So I did, oops, that's a little too much right there, but I'll fix it. Looks like I have to use my hands. That's okay. So I just do it so that I'm not looking too, like, I don't know, it heightens up the lighter spots. Also gives me like a healthy look. I don't, like I said, don't use contour. I'd rather use that. And I try not to drag my skin. When I use brushes and stuff, I just try to like fluff around the areas. Don't forget your neck, y'all. So I use this cheap $1 Ioni. I believe it's Ion, I'm not sure. It's from the Dollar Tree. Works just fine. And this is a really cool Wet n Wild brush I got from Five Below. And I just kind of tap that. Yeah, and I like it on my nose too. I like the little sun-kissed look. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that part. So now, liner lash glue, because I would like to wear some lashes. And so I had to take off the wrapper first, and I got my lashes already cut, ready to go. But no, ma'am, this ain't gonna happen. Look, like the whole top of the brush is in the bottle. So that's not it. Trash with that. So here's another chubby stick. This one is from Ulta Beauty. And it's a good color. It's very comfortable, very creamy. And Yeah, it's better than a lot of the really expensive things too. So now with the Marc Jacobs lip gloss that has like these highlighter effects, I really love it. And so anyways, that's pretty much it for the look. So I'm going to go with my last step, which is setting spray, and then I kind of like pounce it in spot. Makes it feel good, makes it stay all day, most of the day. And yeah, it just feels good. I just really love that last little spritz of freshness on the face. So let me show you what the eyes actually look like when I shut up and close them for a little bit. And I think they look pretty okay. A little traumatic.